Welcome to your capstone. Employers ask for experience, and you are trying to land your first IT job, so in this lesson you will manufacture real, demonstrable experience in a lab you control. You will build a small home lab with Active Directory on virtual machines and a Microsoft 365 tenant with Intune, then work realistic tickets end to end and write each one up. The result is proof a hiring manager can verify in minutes that you can already do Tier 1 and Tier 2 support. Start on premises. Install a free hypervisor like Hyper-V or VirtualBox, then download the free, time-limited evaluation ISOs from the Microsoft Evaluation Center, one Windows Server and one Windows 11. Build the server, add the Active Directory Domain Services role, and promote it to a domain controller. Now create organizational units, users, and groups, write a group policy object, and join the Windows client to the domain. That one exercise touches DNS, authentication, and group policy, the backbone of countless Tier 2 tickets. Now the cloud side. You want a real Microsoft Entra tenant with Intune. The old free E5 developer sandbox is now restricted, since January 2024, to eligible groups like Visual Studio subscribers and certain partners. If you do not qualify, just start a 30-day Microsoft 365 Business Premium trial, which still gives you Entra, the Admin Center, and Intune. Create a few test users, build a compliance policy and a configuration profile, and enroll a test device. That mirrors how organizations actually manage cloud-joined devices today. A lab is only half the story, the portfolio comes from using it. Give yourself a backlog of realistic tickets and resolve each one properly. Reset a forgotten password in both Active Directory and Entra, and explain the difference. Onboard a new hire end-to-end. Diagnose an access denied share by separating NTFS from share permissions. Track down why a device shows non-compliant in Intune and remediate it. For every ticket, follow the methodology, gather information, form a theory, test, fix, verify, and document. Every resolved ticket becomes a runbook or knowledge base article with 5 sections: the problem in the user's words, the environment, the numbered steps you took, how you verified the fix, and the outcome. Add 1 or 2 clean screenshots, the policy you created or the before and after state, and redact anything that looks like a password. Write in plain, confident language, the way a real service desk knowledge base reads. And capture it as you work, because reconstructing steps from memory always loses detail. Make sure your portfolio shows depth, not just breadth. Tier 1 work is single user and well documented, like a password reset. Tier 2 work is configuration and root cause, authoring a group policy object or an Intune profile that affects many devices, then proving it deployed correctly. Include at least 2 write-ups that clearly demonstrate that deeper capability, because that is what separates a promising Tier 1 hire from someone ready to grow into Tier 2. Before you call any artifact done, score it. 40% is reproducibility. Could a stranger follow your steps and get the same result? 25% is being correct and safe, the right root cause fix with least privilege respected. 15% is verification, you proved it worked rather than assuming. The last 20% is clear writing and professional polish, plain English, redacted secrets, and tidy screenshots. Aim for 5 to 10 write-ups that each score well. To recap, your deliverable is a running lab, 2 on-prem virtual machines with Active Directory plus a cloud tenant with Intune, and a folder of 5 to 10 resolved ticket runbooks, each scored against the rubric, with at least 2 showing Tier 2 depth. Keep the markdown files and screenshots together, because next lesson you will assemble them into a public portfolio. This is the single most persuasive thing you can show when you have no paid experience yet, proof, in your own words, that you can already do the job.